Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Hunter Likens of Marysville football. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. How was this past season of football? I know not the way you wanted it to end, but it's still a pretty good overall year for you guys.
It was definitely a memorable senior year. The teams that we did lose to were good teams, but we should have came out on the other side of those games. But hey, that's football. But yeah,
So, what do you think the biggest improvement was? I think just overall with with the team, the program, and I think just you as just a football player. I think everything was definitely going in the right direction for everybody.
I would say that you're right. I saw a lot more buy-in, not just from the guys in my grade, but just as the program as a whole. I think that's something that when I came in as a freshman, there was always those guys that would buy in, but it wasn't a whole team thing. And it's been really cool to see that me and the teammates in my class have really just been able to continually buying in, and people are starting to join that. Granted, we ran a whole new offensive scheme this year, but everybody bought in and it paid off. So that was just something that I thought was really cool to see.
Yeah. For what was like one of the biggest things that you really improved on in your game?
Just being more versatile, I'd say. Uh, my team has always been able to just put me wherever they needed me, and I know this year that was no different. I started the year at wide receiver and safety, and by the end of the year, I was playing quarterback and corner. So it was just wherever they needed me, I was able to play, and I was able to help the guys below me fill roles that they needed to, and just really try to step into that leadership role this year.
So when was the last time you played QB?
Funny enough, I've actually played quarterback all 4 years of high school at some point. Um, but last year, from week, it would have been probably week 4 or start of the year. I started the year at quarterback last year until about week 4, and then we pulled a sophomore up last year, and he finished the year out at quarterback. But
Yeah. Is it okay, I need to ask you, out of all the positions you've played, what's what do you like? I mean, obviously I know the answer is I'll just go wherever they need me, but is there like a favorite position that you just like playing?
my favorite would probably be safety, and second would be corner, just because I love defense, but those I just have so much fun playing those positions.
Okay. Um, Most memorable moment from this year.
Um, there are definitely a couple, but probably beating Marine City as a whole was such a fun memory. I had a we ran a triple option play, and I scored on an option against them. That was a really memorable moment. But another one was we were playing Lamb Fear. We were down pretty much the whole game with like a minute 30 left. I threw like a 55-yard touchdown pass. And then the other one, it's actually not even me. It was just a memory that will stick with me forever. My teammate Cole Busen battled an ankle injury all year. And his first game back, his first carry of the game, he had an 81-yard rushing touchdown. And that was just something that was really cool to see.
Yeah. So I know that, as a senior, like knowing that, it's always, at the end of every season, everyone will say, oh, there's always next year, but, there's not going to be, well, I mean, I know that football is not done for you yet, and we'll get into that later, but what was it like knowing that you're not going to be playing high school football for Marysville anymore?
It was probably one of the hardest goodbyes. I remember that moment we were going through the senior line where all the seniors line up, and we hug all the underclassmen and the coaches, and I was just sitting there and I was like, wow, next time I see my high school jersey, it'll all be a memory. It won't just be waiting to get it out again, which that was really hard for me. But with the end of every opportunity, another one comes up. So I'm just looking forward to the next opportunity that I have.
Okay, I always ask this of graduating seniors and, you know, people that maybe done with football, but what does football mean to you, Hunter?
Um, Football is probably the greatest game in the world. I know everybody says it, but you learn so many different lessons from the game of football.
Yeah.
that I don't think you can learn anywhere else, or you can't learn them in the way that they're applied. Because you want to talk about having to learn how to not only trust somebody but work with anybody, because you never know when somebody's going to get hurt and get thrown right next to you, and you have to have full trust in them that they know what they're doing and that they know what you're going to do. And it's just really cool to see, especially this year we battled a lot of injuries, a lot more than we have in the past. So it was really that was the story all year, just trusting your teammates and buying in, and that's something that was really cool to see.
Um, okay, so I know you mentioned the life lessons that came from football, and I know obviously there's plenty of that you've learned, but what is there one that sticks out?
Hmm, it's a tough question. Probably the way that you have to trust people,
Yeah.
because I know there were times this season where I'm like, I don't know if I trust this guy, but you can't do your job properly if you're trying to do the other 11 position or the other 10 positions on the field at once. So you really just got to trust and be like, it's out of my hands. If I do my job and I trust that the guy next to me is going to do their job, we'll be successful.
Yeah, sure. Definitely you learn that definitely when you get into the corporate world and all that fun
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
um I know I mentioned that high school football may be done, but football I don't think is done for you just yet. What is next for Hunter?
Um, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't made a decision yet, but I have two offers to Lawrence Tech and Adrian College. I've been talking with lots of other schools, so I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to find the place to play at the next level.
Okay. Um, all right. And lastly, what is the biggest thing you're going to miss about high school football?
Probably just the fact that I've been playing with all the guys on my team for the last 9 years. A lot of the guys I've been playing with since I was 8 years old. So just knowing that the next time I put shoulder pads on, it's not going to be with the same guys that I've been playing with for the last 9 years is it's very bittersweet to me. Because a lot of them have become more than friends; they're brothers to me. And I know everybody says that, but especially because I don't have brothers, I've got sisters. So there's always been that these guys mean a lot more to me than most people will ever know.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Hunter, thanks for spending some time, and we'll talk to you soon, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.